Hello and welcome back. Today I'm gonna sneeze on you. Today I'm going to be taking you back in time to about 30 minutes ago when I had no makeup on, and I'm gonna get ready for my day and I'm gonna ramble into 20 million different directions, but all in all I'm gonna share with you where I'm at with my life, what's been going on, how I'm feeling, things with having the new baby, things with relationships and family, and what to expect on this channel moving forward, and lots of different things that we're going to talk about. So I will keep this intro short. Let's just jump right into getting ready. So I'm definitely filming this a bit on a whim. I just got a rare hair about me today and I was like, you know what? I need to sit and nurse Amelia. I have her here with me on her little pillow nursing. And I'm gonna get ready for the day, and I wanted to update you with what's been going on, what to expect moving forward. I thought, what better time to do this? So let's start to get ready and let's chit chat a little bit. So grab your coffee or grab your makeup and let's go. I will probably not talk too much about the products I'm using, but if you have any questions about anything or curious about anything, definitely leave a comment down below. So we have a baby. I've definitely put up a couple of videos more like baby-esque on my channel recently, just because that's the season of life I'm in right now. And I felt weird just jumping right back into beauty content. Not weird, weird's not the right word, maybe just not motivated at the moment. Look at this hormonal redness around my nose still. I don't know. I wasn't wearing a ton of makeup. Even now, I'm still not wearing a ton. And I feel like, I don't know, I just felt like it was too much to just jump right into beauty content. So I did things like baby stuff and style try-ons and like more fun things. You see these dark circles are hanging out. So those that have been asking like, how are things going? Pretty dang good. If anything, I'm the problem, which we'll touch on that in a little bit. But this baby, Miss Amelia, is so perfect. And I know everybody says that about their baby. My baby's so perfect. But seriously, I have two older children, if you don't know already. They're 12 and 10 years old, and they're amazing in their own way. But I don't remember their infancy or like newborn stage being this seamless. And maybe it's because I have the experience of the other two that I'm like maybe more chill this time around, which is like vibing off on the baby. But she is just always so full of smiles. The only time she whines, she doesn't even really cry. She like whines, she goes meh, meh. She like bird squawks for me, and I'll come running and like it's either change diaper, feed her, play with her, go to sleep. And like maybe it's like that for most babies, but she's precious. And it doesn't hurt that she's absolutely adorable, if I do say so myself. But yeah, things have been good. I'm still breastfeeding her exclusively. We only give her a bottle when I have like extra milk that I've collected like in my haka. The kids will usually give her a bottle, or Logan will come home from work and shower off and then give her a bottle. So yeah, she's amazing. As I mentioned, I'm the problem. Like if I'm not sleeping at night, it's me. It's my insomnia. It's not even like I'm having an enormous amount of anxiety. It's more just unsettled. I don't even want to say my mind is unsettled. I almost feel like I have my days and nights reversed. But I'm not sleeping during the day. It's a conundrum. I just feel so tired all the time. We are currently 14 weeks postpartum. Okay, so I just laid her down after feeding and burping her. Hopefully that'll keep her quiet for a little. She's asleep. And luckily she's just right here. So, I mean, that is the benefit of having my office in here and having her right here. One, she's not a light sleeper, so you can kind of talk and do what you need to do. But also, I'm shaking up my foundation right now. This is the Fenty Easy Drops. I got this during postpartum shopping, which by the way, I saw this meme that said like, you thought breastfeeding was going to help save you money? Ha ha ha. Insert late night or like nursing. I'm applying way too much, but whatever. insert nursing shopping. And that's so true, because I'll be sitting there and you're just kind of like whatever at some of the feedings. Like if she's not awake, she's like half asleep, it's not fun. Like she's not interacting, you know. There's only so many books I can read to her, and anyways, so you just end up defaulting to scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, and the ads are targeted to you and you're weak. I'm weak. I give in to them all the time. This was one of them. I saw somebody talk about this and I was like, okay, I need to try this foundation. It's very similar to the Pretty Fresh from ColourPop. But anyways, yeah. I feel like the word struggling is a little bit too strong. I feel like I've been adjusting and things kind of come in waves. Some days I feel pretty good and productive, and I'll drink my coffee, I'll get up and make myself breakfast, and it starts the day off right. And then there's other days that I open my eyes at the same exact time, because we're pretty consistent. Well, I'm not, she is. I live for her right now. Her schedule, my schedule is her schedule right now. I let her set the tone. She's in charge. She's the boss babe. Literally. Anyway, so I could wake up at the same time and be so absolutely exhausted. And it's like, what? She's not even waking up in the night. She's going down around 10 p.m. and waking up around 6:30-ish now. It was 5:30, and she somehow just bumped herself to 6:30, which is when Logan's alarm goes off. So it works out. I feel like we're both getting up to start our work day together. Speaking of which, as you know, I'm putting on a little second coat here. There's some areas that need a little extra help. I am a licensed esthetician, and I was working at a local Massage Envy for the last 5 years, and I was an esthetician for 2.5 of those. I resigned last month, and that was a really tough decision for me. Here I was, somebody who didn't have a career, was in this space of like, who am I? What am I gonna do? I enjoy doing YouTube. I enjoy talking about beauty things and skincare and makeup and all that. Like, is there a way to become a professional in this field? And I saw that estheticians, like, that's literally all encompassing exactly everything that I'm into, I'm passionate about. So I went and got my license. I worked all through school. I worked so hard to get it, only for like 2 years later to step away from it because I have a baby. So I felt like I was losing a part of me by resigning. And the reason I did so was we don't have childcare here. Could I look into it? Yes. Would it have been beneficial? Probably not. Everything I would be making would essentially be going into paying for a really nice facility or somebody that I trust, because we don't, like I said, we don't have friends or family close by to like help us out. So it's on us, which that's fine. I get that. A lot of people are in that situation, and I'm very grateful to be in the situation where I don't have to work outside the home. But in the same sentence, I'm like, man, I feel again like I lost like a part of me. And something I've really been struggling with lately, and I've been working on with my therapist. I actually have an appointment here in a little while, which is why I'm like actually getting ready for the day. Not that I have to put makeup on to meet with her because it's a video chat, but like, I don't know, it just, you know what I mean. You know why you wear makeup. It just makes you feel a little bit better. Maybe a little more awake. I'm putting so much concealer under my eyes, but I've been working on it with my counselor. Who am I? Because there's times that I'm just sitting there and I'm trying to like work through things in my head, and I'm like, man, what do I want to do? Like, what do I want to do with this channel? Now that this is my means for, one, entertainment. I have been consuming so much content lately. I am definitely more of a consumer than a creator at the moment, and I want to like balance that out a little bit better. Two, like, what kind of content do I want to make? Do I just want to go back to doing what I was doing? Do I want to switch it up a little bit? You may have noticed that I've started to slowly kind of come away from the Sparkle Me Pink name. Gosh, I feel like I start a sentence and then I get sidetracked and then I go back to it. So I apologize that I feel all over the place. And so is this concealer. See, I feel like I still need just a little bit more right here, a little bit of pep in my step right there. But yeah, I've slowly started to come away from Sparkle Me Pink. I don't feel like it quite fits me anymore. Sparkle Me Pink started off as a boutique. If you didn't know this, back 11 years ago, I started an online bow boutique called Sparkle Me Pink Boutique. It wasn't anything big or crazy. It was kind of like an Etsy shop type of thing. I quickly came away from that and went into deals and couponing, and that was definitely when, you know, the extreme couponers was a big fad, and I got so many amazing things. I think we literally just ran out of the Ziploc bags like a couple months ago. I mean, seriously, it's insane how many I had, but they don't go bad, so. It went from being deals and coupon, like extreme coupons and stuff like that, and started getting into makeup because I've always been, you know, interested and into the beauty space. And that's when the channel kind of started with sharing more beauty like stuff on here and then more deals on the blog. I feel like my blog may stay Sparkle Me Pink, but my channel and my social handles will kind of transition into my namesake, Michelle Rother, just because I feel like that's more like, it's me. Like, this is me. I want to share more me. I want to share more of our life. But in that same sentence, I feel weird about sharing too much. I definitely have to see what we feel comfortable with bringing you into our lives, or if I just keep it my experience with life. That'll probably end up being more of what it's like. How much concealer could I possibly put on? Let's move on. So yeah, it's been exciting. It's been a little nerve-wracking because, like I said, I've had the Sparkle Me Pink name for, oh my gosh, I forgot to blend this up. But yeah, it's been a little nerve-wracking because I've had that Sparkle Me Pink name for, you know, the better half of a decade already, and you know, change is weird. Change is a little uncomfortable, and maybe that's why I feel a little restless about not being able to provide facials or doing more esthetician hands-on things. But that doesn't mean I'm not an esthetician. I still want to share my passion and information and education through a different means, which is why I'm so glad to have something like my channel to be able to talk to you about that stuff. I'm just slapping makeup on. I feel like there's no technique, rhyme or reason about anything I'm doing. I'm just gonna tap on a little bronzer, bring my chubby cheeks. Look at this, look at this. Oh my gosh, this has come to life in my pregnancy and postpartum journey. That's something I want to get back into. I probably won't share it because I feel like there's a lot of pressure for me to share stuff online. I put pressure on myself more so when it comes to the fitness side of things, and I feel like a failure if I don't live up to those expectations, rather than just waking up, doing what I can get in for the day, and then moving on. Whereas if I share it, sometimes I feel like I'm like, oh gosh, now it's a big to-do. Gotta get the camera, the lighting, make sure, you know, Amelia's good, and then do the workout. It just makes it a lot harder. I think I want to keep that for myself right now. And maybe that'll change down the road when I'm a little more organized. Maybe do a couple Instagram photos or something like that. I have been really trying to up my ante on Instagram, which is a lot of fun. As I've mentioned, I've been consuming a lot of content, but I feel like, are you that person that watches movies and you're like, oh, how did they do that? Wow, look at their makeup. How did they jump from there to there? Like the behind the scenes. Does that like run through your head? Because I do that to Logan all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at how they did that sequence. And he's like, just watch the show. And I nerd out a little bit on, and I don't know much about it, but I definitely get inquisitive about different things. I have no idea where I was going with that thought other than I appreciate behind the scenes stuff. What the heck was I saying? But yeah, to backtrack way back to talk about, have I been feeling any like postpartum depression or anxiety or anything? If anything, surprisingly, because I was dealing with a lot of anxiety the year prior to conceiving Amelia. I was even on medication and I was going to therapy a lot. I weaned myself off the medication when we found out I was pregnant, and I've been doing pretty decently all throughout the pregnancy and postpartum. If anything, I've been experiencing a lot more loneliness, a lot more emptiness. I've already mentioned, but the questioning myself as to like, who am I? What do I want to do? What do I even enjoy doing? And those are a lot of big questions, and it's not unique. I feel like there's a lot of people who aren't even postpartum that ask themselves those questions, but it's definitely something that's been forefront and can bog me down. Some days I don't even want to get off the couch. I don't know if it's, I have to like question myself, am I being lazy? Am I just having a rest day? That's okay too. But then when the rest days turn into 3 days in a row, it's like, okay, I gotta get up and do something, but what do I want to do? And not just clean the house and stuff like that. I mean like do something with myself, for myself. And it's so freaking hot here already. I almost wish she was a winter baby so that I could enjoy that initial postpartum with being able to go outside and get some fresh air, because being out in nature helps me a lot. I've noticed on days that I wake up and feel really just, I don't know if sad's the word because there's nothing to be upset about, but just blah. I feel like I'm perpetually going through PMS all the time. And on the days that I wake up feeling those strong, big feelings, I'll try to like eat my breakfast outside, or I'll make a cup of coffee or tea and I'll go sit outside. I like being outside, but you can't be outside too long because it's already 100 degrees by 9 a.m. and that's insane. It's just a product of where we've decided to live, which would be really cool. I don't know if we've shared this, but Logan and I have talked about that once the older kids are of age that we would potentially move out of state. We're not sure exactly where. Will it be him following a job opportunity? Will it be just going out to be in a small town, more wildernessy? I would love that. Like I watch Raw Beauty Christy. You guys know Christy. And I watch her Instagrams and her vlogs and her like walking on the trails during the morning just to get like some headspace and clear her mind, as she's a new mom too. And I'm so jealous because I wish I had that. I tried to go for a walk with Amelia the other day. I shared it on Instagram because it was like the one day that it was cloudy. It was still 98 degrees or something like that out. And we both came home super sweaty, but it was manageable. And I love that so much. I love being outside if I can. I mean, I'm not a crazy outdoorsy person. I've actually never been camping, ironically, but being outside helps ground me. I wish I could get more of that. And I think in those moments that I'm getting frustrated with myself, or I'm feeling just like, I'm just sitting there crying and I don't really know why I'm crying. It's just because I'm feeling maybe a sense of loss for myself, a sense of emptiness because I don't have like a community around us. Because I firmly believe that like raising a baby takes a community, and I don't feel like we have that. And that's not me complaining and woe is me. A lot of people are in our situations. I just maybe wish it was different, but I knew this going into our lifestyle, so take that for what it is, kind of thing. I mean, it's a large part of why Logan and I want to have a large family. It's not for religious beliefs. It's not for anything other than we've both wanted that sense of community, that sense of family, and coming together, not just for holidays, but checking in on each other throughout the week. And I've always wanted that. I know that sounds crazy because I moved so far away from my family. All of my family's back in New York. There's ways for people to still stay connected, and I feel like I'm going to go above and beyond and out of my way to keep that connection with my children. Not annoying. I'm not just gonna show up on their doorstep. I have warned Anthony. I'm like, if you move away, because he's the oldest, he'll be the first one to like move out or whatever. If he wants to. I told him he could stay as long as he wants. If he decides to move out of state to like go to college or something, I told him I will come visit you. I mean, I'm going to give you a heads up. I'm not just going to show up at your door, but I'm going to still be a part of your life. My goal isn't to just raise you to be 18 and it's like, goodbye, later. No, I'm here to be a part of your life. That's something that's really, really, really important to Logan and I, is to stay involved with the kiddos. So we would like to have more children, not soon. So definitely holding off. I am requiring myself to lose the weight to get to more of a comfortable weight. And it's not even about me being like, oh my gosh, I need to be skinny. No, I just need to be healthy. Because right now I feel so unhealthy, and it's not a good feeling. I'm not necessarily self-conscious about it. It's really weird feeling. I just feel like I could be on the verge of like having a heart attack or getting diabetes like any day now. But I went into this pregnancy weighing more than I had ever in my life. So I was definitely already up on my weight prior. And before I get pregnant again, I definitely want to be at just like a good baseline. So I feel better throughout the pregnancy too. Not that the last one was horrible, but if it could be more comfortable, it's like, why not? I will say on the sense of community and support, Anthony and Sophia, our older two, have been so absolutely incredible with Amelia. Like, I kind of holding back a little bit of emotion right now because if you know our story, it's definitely been in a difficult relationship with Sophia. Not just mother-daughter, but from my divorce. And she's a daddy's girl, and that's fine. I understand that. She's just been very difficult for me the last few years. And I was really worried that like having a girl would either like push her away, or she wouldn't like her, or she would feel like I liked the new baby better, or I don't know. She's 10 years old, so she's not 5 and struggling with that aspect of having a new sibling. And she does have other siblings at her dad's house, so she's familiar with adding to the family, but that's also a boy over there. Whereas again, this is going to be a sister and it's a different dynamic. And to say that like I was so wrong in thinking all of those things, I almost feel really bad and guilty that I did feel that way, because she has been so amazing. There will be days that I'm so emotional, and I do share a little bit of that with both of the kids because I want them to be okay and comfortable with feeling what they're feeling, and also recognizing that like parents are humans too. But I don't like unload on them and have a big old therapy session. Like, that's not their responsibility to comfort me. But there'll be days where I have to be like, hey guys, I'm feeling a little emotional today, like bear with me, you know, help me out if you're able to. Like, if you see something messy or like dishes in the sink, like I would really appreciate it if you could like help out with some stuff. They go above and beyond. Like, they're so kind. And Sophia in particular has been wonderfully helpful with Amelia. I'll be like, hey, I really need to go to the bathroom. Like, can you sit with her? I'm not having my kid babysit our other kid. But it's just that like mommy's little helper. And I really wasn't sure we were gonna get that. And she has been so incredible. Anthony's definitely a little more hands-off when it comes to the Amelia aspect. Babies kind of freak him out still. He's like nervous to like hold her and walk around with her and stuff. And I don't force anything. I like to let everything happen organically. So he helps me in other ways. There was one night that it was like 6:30, almost 7 o'clock, and I hadn't even thought about making dinner. And I was sitting in the kitchen just like crying. And he's like, what's wrong, Mom? What is going on? And I was like, I don't have food for you made and I feel so bad. And he's like, you need to go lay down. Amelia's asleep. Go lay down on the couch. I'm gonna make dinner tonight. And he did. I think he made sausage and peppers, which is one, his like favorite dinner ever, and two, easy enough that he can like boil the sausages, saute them, and then saute the onions and peppers, and then stack them all up with couscous, and it's so good. But that's his way of helping us out. Logan is amazing. He works 40+ hours a week, comes home, showers, and helps me out with Amelia. He definitely still has his own time. We just got him a PS5 for Father's Day. It was probably a huge mistake, but at the same time, I know he enjoys having that like disconnect time, disconnect from the outside world. He gets to like hang out with his friends virtually because they don't live close by either. So when I say there's nobody around us, there's nobody around us. He has changed so many diapers. He gets nervous changing her little outfits. I don't know how this video turned into me talking about everybody else around me when it was supposed to be kind of like a life update of what is going on with me. But I guess all of that affects what I'm going through in my journey and what you can expect from this channel moving forward. This is almost like a pre-therapy session to my therapy session. I hope you enjoy having like a little video like this. I feel like I'm unloading and opening up about things I have kind of talked about but really haven't updated you on in a really long time. Yeah, I think my focus for the next month, I'm giving myself a goal, is to focus on liking and accepting and morphing the new me into who I want to be, which is extremely cool, but extremely scary at the same time, because I mean, it's very uncertain. But I guess you're never too old to morph, change, try something new, reinvent yourself. Isn't that what the whole few nights ago, and I shared it on Instagram? It was like a traumatizing experience for me. Maybe that's a bit dramatic, but she's totally fine. She doesn't give a crap where she's sleeping. She is seriously the most easy, smoothest, sweetest baby. I put her down close to her normal bedtime around 10 o'clock, and she fell right asleep and didn't wake up until 6:30 the next day. Or no, I think she woke up at 6. It was a little bit earlier than normal, but I had a hard time with it. I could not sleep that night. I felt so empty without having her next to our bed. And I remember saying to Logan, like, I don't know who I am without her right now. And he just said, that's okay. Why do you have to be somebody else than a mom right now? Now, I don't always have to be just a mom, but in those moments, it's okay to be like a mom. But yeah, I ended up crying myself to sleep and sleeping on the floor over here for a little bit of the night until I got massively uncomfortable and then just went back to bed. She's been sleeping in her bassinet next to our bed ever since. Spoiler alert. And she's sleeping fine there too. She's been sleeping through the night, so I was like, well, I feel like I'm the one holding her back from sleeping in her crib. And I feel like if we wait until she's like 6 months, that maybe she'll have more separation anxiety. I don't know. I feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. I need to remember to like step back and just let things kind of flow organically, because I've done that with a lot of other things when it comes to having her, and it's made things a lot smoother and just natural. And I feel like I need to do it when I feel a little more comfortable, maybe a little more confident in knowing that she's okay on her own. Does my makeup look okay? I feel like I was like talking and not really paying attention to what I was doing. I feel like my brows are doing weird things. I tried to reshape them the other day. I don't feel like it was successful. Let's see if I can use some of this Gimme Brow. I love this stuff. I always go back to it. I know it's a little bit pricey for what it is. It's just a brow, like a colored tinted brow gel. But for some reason, I like this one so much better than other ones I've tried. And it lasts me forever, so I really haven't tried a drugstore one in a good while. Maybe the drugstore has come out with some new versions I should try out. I really haven't been buying any new makeup, which is wild. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in an upcoming Ipsy video. I want to get back into doing unboxings. So let's kind of touch on what you can expect moving forward on this channel. And the big answer is I don't really know. But what I do know is I really enjoy sharing makeup and skincare content. So if you have any requests for anything, definitely leave those in the comments down below. I love doing style and try on hauls. I definitely like sharing baby stuff because that's a lot of fun, and I feel like it's helpful. I feel like that is one of the biggest things that has helped me feel more confident and more comfortable going into new parenthood again. So I hope you find my videos helpful. I keep getting distracted by my lashes because I didn't put falsies on, but I definitely feel like they're out to play. I didn't put any on the bottom. I'm using the Kush mascara from Milk Makeup. I think this came in an Ipsy a couple months ago. I still feel like I have such a shadow right here. This is an area I've been struggling with, and I'm like, man, I think every new mom has that little pouch right there. And it's not necessarily puffy, it's almost concaved, probably from a vitamin deficiency. So that is something I want to do. I want to go back to my OB or like a primary care and get like a full blood work panel done and see if there's something I could do to better support my body right now. That is definitely an interesting topic for sure. That's kind of like where I'm at and what's been going on and what you can kind of expect on this channel moving forward. I don't know that I gave any solid answers, but maybe that's just the answer, is that it ebbs and flows. And one day it might be a style haul, and the next day it might be a facial in the bathroom, which I do want to do another one of those because they're so fun and informative. Definitely keep an eye out for that type of content coming soon. If you have any requests or things that you'd like to see me talk about or break down or share or do a video on, definitely leave those requests in the comments down below. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. I see every single one of your comments, and when I say that they can change and make my day and probably make me cry because I'm super emotional. Emotions are like right on the surface. Like here's my skin and emotions are right there. So I do appreciate the kindness that you've been spreading and sharing here on this channel and on our socials. If you aren't already, definitely follow me on Instagram. I'll have it linked in the description box down below. There's a new handle down there to get you over to that channel or that social, whatever it's called. And I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Bye.